What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher here.
Hello, I'm Pound.
And together we are the Pound and Slash Marvel Media Podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ninth or eighth, I think it's ninth episode of the Comic Corner.
Which I have to say, for these comics, they weren't that bad.
They weren't terrible.
They weren't terrible, but that's not saying much compared to last week, so.
Right.
Let's get this party started, man.
So, I don't even have to switch over onto the right screen.
Is it my... No, it's your turn to pick a villain, right? Or pick a
character.
All right.
So we're going to start off with the podcast aid that we always use. I actually meant to make us disappear too. Whoops. Sorry for the people watching. All right. So as you can see, this is so far who we all have picked. He picked Paste Pot Pete last week.
Hell
he's a jackass. But we love him.
He's like 007, but a jackass for it. Human Torch fails miserably.
But yeah, so let's move on. Okay, so we're going to be covering these two issues of the Fantastic Four comic. These are issues 10 and 11. Yep. 10 is called The Return of Dr. Doom, which was actually a very interesting story.
Yep, because he comes back. Second time making an appearance.
And then there's two stories in issue 11. A is a visit with the Fantastic Four. B is the Impossible Man. These are the characters that we're going to run across. Obviously, the Fantastic Four themselves. Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm. And then Alicia is going to show up.
Alicia.
She's back. She was the Puppet Master's stepdaughter. We also get to see who the Ovoids are.
Yep.
We get to go to Planet Pop-Up in an explanation as far as planets go. Pop-Up.
Nice.
Stan Lee and Steve Ditko make their first appearance.
Nope, they made their appearance in the movie.
In the Marvel universe.
No, in the comics they came back and when they were doing their movie, they were there again. When they were trying to do their movie, when Namor was trying to have them do their thing.
Were they in that?
Yes, they were. This is like their second appearance.
No, this is the first time you know it's them, though.
I thought
in that one, they didn't go by name.
I thought they went by their name.
And it was just Steve Ditko. Steve Ditko drew himself into that comic.
Okay. So this is the first time Stan Lee was in here with them because they're giving out ideas.
But that's the thing. He never said it was him.
Oh.
It's not like he was like, "Hey, I'm Steve Ditko."
I thought he said I thought he said that in the last. Okay, I might be wrong though, but I thought they were in it. But I know Stan Lee wasn't. But I know Steve Ditko. But yeah.
But they're both in this one,
right?
We also get to meet the mailman, Mr. Lumpkin. And then as you see,
Fuzzy Lumpkin.
You see the two villains in the bottom right hand corner here. That's the Impossible Man and Dr. Doom.
So you're just gonna lay on me? That's cool. That's cool. I'm fine with that. The catalyst is about to, trying to lay on me.
This is Tales to Astonish, number 39. This is called The Vengeance of the Scarlet Beetle. I was wrong. It's not the same beetle.
Damn it. But it's still a fucked up beetle overall.
But he's a beetle that apparently, you'll see. He's the villain.
And why?
And the two people you really see in this issue are Henry Pym / Ant-Man and the Scarlet Beetle.
Which... That's going to be a fun story to actually dive into it. I'm like, it was weird. It was weird. Like, what the fuck is this?
And then we have the issue I was least looking forward to. This is Strange Tales, The Return of the Wizard. Because everybody loved the Wizard the first time, right?
And everybody loves Human Torch this 50th time, too.
However, in this one, we do get all of the Fantastic Four in some way, shape, or form.
Some way, shape, or form.
So Johnny Storm, Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Ben Grimm are all back.
Yeah, for, like, cameos.
The Wizard's in it.
Yay.
And
that's the next issue. That's the next issue.
We'll see him again in a few.
He's like, all right, next issue, here we go.
And then the last issue, Journey into Mystery, starring the mighty Thor, the most colorful superhero of all time.
Oh, God.
See the heroic thunder god battle the forces of evil.
And what he's fighting today, thugs.
But yeah, this was called the Thunder God and the Thug.
Right. I mean, I like the little speech, but then like, what about today? A thug. What the like, this is bad. Who wrote this?
Right.
Oh, Stan Lee. Damn you.
And in this one, we see Dr. Donald Blake and Thor, Jane Nelson, Odin, Thug Thatcher, and Ruby.
Fuck. I wish you would pick these one-off villains as your fucking MVP.
They would not be MVPs.
Oh, they would be MVPs.
No.
If they can outbest these superheroes, they are MVP in my book.
Thug did not best Thor.
Yeah, I know they didn't best them, but still, though, it's funny as shit, Thug Thatcher. Like no regrets. You just gonna go with that?
Right.
I got no regrets.
All right. So, as I pull up our little guide here, starting off, we're talking about Fantastic Four number 10, The Return of Doctor Doom. This was released January 10th, 1963, written by...
Oh, yeah, we're in the 1963s, too. We're not in it, man.
Written by Stan Lee, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dick Ayers.
Hey, man. You don't know what you're going to get with Dick Ayers in the building.
Right.
He just shows up. He's like, I'm here. What you want me to do? Draw it, like, ink this. You got it. I got you.
We're on it. All right.
It.
We begin with Reed trying to figure out more about Sue's powers, but we also see that the Fantastic Four flare goes off.
Right.
Sue, Reed, and Johnny struggle to get out because they end up getting trapped in their own room because they're all bright. They finally do get out, but they also run towards the location of the flare instead of taking a vehicle because it's right across the street, and it just so happens to be Alicia's house. However, they do have to maneuver through swarms of fans first. A bunch of people.
Oh, they were in love with them. They were like,
trying to be like, hey, yo, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the Invisible Girl. Fuckers.
He should have did a torch and torch. No, let me stop. Torch them all. Get the back. Like, back up.
Right.
I gotta go.
So they finally get him there, and things like, hey, I wanted to show you guys something.
I'm like, Ben, you are a failure. Why did you call us?
They're like,
here?
this is an emergency flare?
Right, it's a mercy flare. It wasn't like it was a, oh, God, Jesus Christ. I gotta show you something.
He's like, look, Alicia carved all these puppets.
I would have stabbed Ben Graham, like, why are you bringing us here?
Well, he's like, but somehow she did it knowing exactly what they look like, even though she's blind. Ben, that's your first red flag. She's not actually blind, homie.
She ain't Daredevil.
She's lying to you.
She's lying.
I
feel like Nova should have been in that comic.
She just wants that hard rock.
She just
rock
wants the hard,
she whatever.
Wants the things thingy. She wants the things thingy.
She wants that ribbed penis.
The rib. She wants the describe of life with that penis. That's awful.
Sue is not happy about Namor being on that list.
Oh yeah.
And Reed's like, yo, I thought we were gonna start dating once we felt comfortable. And she's
Reed,
like, dude,
you are a sack of shit.
She's like, my feelings are all over the place. Fuck off.
Right.
Fuck off.
Because Stanley can't write women. He just said he don't give a shit. He just throw her anywhere.
We then cut immediately over to the offices of Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, who are now actually canon in Earth 616.
They are canon.
They're talking about not knowing where to go with the story that they're writing. And Doom would be a great villain, but we hurled him through space on a asteroid.
Right, he's an asteroid.
And then Doom just shows up. He's like, yo.
Yeah, he did. I was like, next issue. Wait, hold up. I thought I missed a picture. I thought a page was gone. I was like, so he just shows up at the door?
He shows up. He's like,
hello?
Hey, you need to call Reed.
Right.
Tell him to come here. And they do.
That's it.
Reed gets dressed and heads over and is gassed on the way in and knocked out.
Yep.
So he gets in, and as soon as he walks in, Doom shoots gas at him, knocks him out.
He's knocked out.
Doom then tells Jack and Stan to tell the rest of the Fantastic Four to meet him at this address, which is his address.
Right, his address.
And him and Reed end up just bouncing. They disappear completely. He has some sort of weird thing that allows him to teleport. Apparently.
Man, they gonna do some weird shit.
Technology in the 60s is better than what we have now.
Right. He just disappeared off the panel. He is gone.
So upon arrival, Doom wakes Richards and tells him how
wake your ass up.
He was picked up by the Ovoids, who are 1,000,000 years more advanced,
right? And he taught in
technology.
Yep.
And he learned their secrets, allowing him to build a machine to teleport, as he did with Reed.
Right.
He then learned how to switch bodies, because that's how they stay alive forever. They make fake bodies and they switch bodies.
These are the body snatchers.
Whenever the old one dies off.
Right.
So it basically. Doom switches.
he basically switches with Reed Richards.
So he learns how to switch bodies, which is what they use to remain immortal, and then they sent him back to Earth on some sort of weird.
I forgot. Yeah,
ray.
Yeah, they sent him back down, which there's rays.
At that point, Doom switches bodies with Reed. Then they fight, and as Reed, the Fantastic Four barge in.
Yep, it's like at the moment they were fighting, and then he's trying to persuade them that I am me. Who are you? They had to rush out 3 months. Who are you? I am me. I'm about to kick your old you, me, everybody. I'm kicking.
So they huddle around.
Yep.
They huddle around and help Dr. Doom Richards.
Yep. They literally.
I know. Okay. So Dr. Doom Richards is what I'm considering Reed in Dr. Doom's body.
Right.
Reed Doom is the Dr. Doom as Reed. So
they were trying to persuade, and they
basically surround Reed in Doom's body.
Right.
At which point, Reed Doom this is going to be really weird for anybody that's not following along.
Oh, yeah.
Takes the teleportation pack off of him, and after they talk about how to handle him, they end up deciding they're just going to leave him in a cell that as Reed did not mention to the Fantastic Four, but mentions to Doom, or as the Switch versions he tells them, "Yo, there's not much oxygen in here. Have fun."
Yeah.
And they bounce.
Yeah, they left. I was like, well, this should be your first mistake, y'all. Reed Richards is not bright. Listen to me, like, this is obviously Dr. Doom. Reed Richards ain't bright. Fuck this shit.
He's smart.
Not in the comics. He seems like he's not been that.
He's relationship stupid. He's still one of the best.
Yeah, I mean, as he gets later on. Right now, it seems like he's doing some dumb shit right now.
He's trying to help his friend is what he's trying to do. All right. So.
Sure.
Sorry. I wanted some fruit.
He got some lifesavers.
I did.
They were fire.
All right. So, back at the hideout, we find out Reed Doom stole some animals from the zoo, but they're all really small. And they accidentally let him out while Reed was gone.
Right.
Reed Doom.
Reed Doom said, fuck it. Be free, animals.
Reed Doom tells them that he did it to work on a shrinking ray to shrink them, which their power should stay the same as they are when he shrinks, and then when he grows them, it should increase with the growth. Man, and they believed this.
He kidnapped Henry Pym? Well, that's what I'm thinking.
They believed this.
Oh, yeah, they believed it.
Which is their first problem.
Right. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of stupid shit going on here.
Not only do they believe him, they argue over who's going to go first.
Right, who's going to go first? I was like, you know what? So everybody has been smoking something in this issue, y'all.
And then Reed's like, yo. Reed Doom is like, yo, chill. Y'all can do it at the same time.
Right.
Just not right at this moment. I need y'all to come back later.
Pause.
I got some other shit I got to do.
Right. Literally. That's your other mistake. Reed is not that commanding like that. and
then we do find out that he actually plans on shrinking them until they completely disappear.
Yep.
While all this is happening, Reed gets out of the cell in some MacGyver-like shit.
Yeah, he said he found the canisters and some shit and busted them open.
He found one of the oxygen canisters.
I don't know. Wait, how? I thought he... Sure. Some MacGuffin shit, bro.
Well, he takes Doom's mask off of him, and he smacks the window.
Yeah.
And then it cracks, but it doesn't actually break. And that's when he throws the oxygen thing into it.
Right.
It creates enough of a hole to let oxygen in, explodes. He gets out.
Wow. See, that sounds a little interesting. Then when I was reading, I said, so he just ripped that man's mask off and went, Gave a 2-piece to that window.
Right.
And how you still breathing? You've been left there for like 20 minutes? This is like, 20 minutes, right?
It didn't have to last a couple hours.
Oh, okay. Like, come on. You'd think by now he would be like kind of woozy, bro.
So he gets out and he decides he's going to go visit Alicia to try and convince her, because she would know who he actually is since she's quote unquote blind.
Alicia, I need your help.
And Sue's there and smashes him over the head. Now, what's fun is Alicia's like, I sensed that he was a humble and nice guy, and Invisible Girl was like, nah, you're dumb.
I told you. He may be the smartest person, but he is dumb when it comes to like common sense right now. When knowing shit's like it's... He should have said...
He went to where he should have.
He still got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, that's because Invisible Woman was there, and she's a butthole.
Look, she's a butthole. I said humble. I don't give a shit. Bam! Oh!
Right.
Can you see that on TV? Just get clocked. That's the funniest shit ever, man.
Now, while they're there...
Oh, yeah.
The Fantastic Four end up barging in, and Thing is about to smash him.
Please do.
But is unable to.
So...
He's unable to.
He's able to...
He was like, there's something inside me that's not letting me punch you in the face. I don't know what it is.
It's love. You my brother.
He's like, but you know,
I'm gonna put my
I think there's something wrong with me. I'm taking you back to Reed.
Right.
So they take him back to headquarters.
Of course.
So they get him there. He ties him up.
Yep, got time up.
And they go over, and they're about to be shrink raid as a group.
But it's funny how the comic
somehow
ends,
Reed Doom runs in and is like, no, don't. And Torch gets a hunch from this, and he creates a mirage using heat waves of dynamite that is on fire and about to go off. And the real Reed Richards tries to jump on it to pull the wick, while the fake one runs and tries to sneak through a vent to get away.
Right.
And Thing catches him.
Because Thing is just...
Or Thing ain't that dumb. He's like, we knew you'd try and escape, little bitch.
That's what they should... Bitch, where you going? Hulk smack... no, wrong one. Smallberry time. What did we say? Hulk smack... My bad. Wrong one. Clobbery time. Bam.
Well, so Thing pulls him back in.
Oh, it pulls his ass back in.
And since he's been figured out, mentally he decides he's going to... he didn't even do it on purpose. Him and Reed ended up switching their minds again.
Yep.
Or switching bodies.
Right.
And then as Doom, he tries to shoot Reed, but misses and hits the ray gun that he was making.
Yeah.
Which spins it to him.
Spins it to him.
And he ends up getting shrunk. Into nothing.
So... He is in the negative zone.
Right, that's what we said.
Right,
he's got to be in the negative zone.
He's like in the quantum realm. He's in the mega realm. He's in mama's realm. And how he shrunk. I like, okay, poof.
No, that's how the issue actually ends.
That's how it ends. Yeah, Doctor Doom is done.
I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was a pretty good story.
Yeah, it was a 3 out of 5 for me. It was cool.
I love Doom.
Doom is cool until they shrunk him. I like how everybody goes back to their normal lives. Like, I mean, I guess because he is. I'm like, so they're going to call the fact that this man is gone? Like, yo, I mean, at least go to jail. No, we're going to shrink his ass to nothingness.
Right.
He'll be back. He's going to come back and he's going to have Doom. Doom returns.
Well, we know Doom comes back. Yeah, he always comes back. All
right. Could be like, Revenge of Doom, bitches.
So we go from that to Tales to Astonish number 39. This is the Vengeance of the Scarlet Beetle. Now, see, I thought this was like the Vengeance of the Beetle he buried early on, and I
don't know what the hell. I had to rewatch, reread. I said, oh, that Beetle, but no, this was a different Beetle altogether. This is like some highly intelligent Beetle.
Well,
somewhat.
So this came out January 1st, 1963, written by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber. So in those, Stan Lee is the one that writes the script, I believe, and Larry
Lieber's the one that draws it.
No, Larry does the storyboarding or something.
The ink?
Like that. No.
No, okay.
This is just writing.
Oh, right. Okay.
And this is also penciled by Jack Kirby and inked by Dick
Ayers. Gotta love it.
I'm pretty sure this is the actual lineup for all of them for this setup, by the way.
Dick Ayers all the way through?
Yeah. So we start off with Ant-Man getting a bunch of disturbance from the ants' waves, so he goes to investigate, and the ants take him to the sewer, where he's confused as to why he's going into the sewer. When he gets there, he finds out that there's a radiated beetle telling the other insects through whatever weird shit insects do.
Beetle juice. Beetle forces.
That now that he is as smart as a human, they are going to take over the world. Yeah. Ant-Man is discovered to be there, but eventually, and he gets into a fight with him. He's actually handling him pretty well.
Yeah, whooping his ass.
But eventually he gets overwhelmed by all the different beetles and is captured.
Of course.
The Scarlet Beetle takes his gas and uses it to grow himself into the size of a regular human.
Right, he grew.
And then he takes Ant-Man's helmet off and then throws him in a hole. Ant-Man tries to crawl out, but he can't, because apparently he no longer has spring shoes. And
right, where his spring shoes go from the never mind.
He no longer has his helmet to talk to the ants, so he can't be saved.
Roll credits. That's it. Comic over. Hey, what's the next issue?
Ant-Man dies.
Right. Right. Still Stranger Tales 105, right?
No, so meanwhile, while he's trying to escape,
the
Scarlet Beetle decides to wreak some havoc. He has termites that are taking out telephone poles and
he was
electric
doing some
poles.
Shit. He was doing some shit, man.
He's got beetles carrying dynamite out of the National Guard armory.
Dynamite, damn.
He's got poisonous spiders biting city officials.
Oh, they did. They didn't make it. No,
they're just sick.
Yeah, they got sick. No, they gotta say sick because they didn't make it.
And then he goes and starts wrecking a movie studio for whatever reason.
And why wreck a movie? That's where the Fantastic were. They're in the movie studio.
And all this, and then bees are attacking the guard that he's attacking the movie studio.
Because the guard is just like trying to do his job. He's just trying to make his money. Probably first day on the job, it's like, What the hell is that? Hey, Nick, you got this. Like, where you going? Bro, that's bees. I'm allergic to them motherfuckers. I gotta go.
All right, so Ant-Man's helmet then signals to the ants, who have now arrived to see that Ant-Man
when the hell he get his helmet back?
Right.
Somebody can explain that. It's like he just happened to have it. Fuck it.
Well, no. So
he didn't have it, but
the helmet was sitting outside the hole.
Right, so outside the hole,
and was apparently signaling the ants itself.
Right.
So when they came to look for that helmet, they seen that their friend wasn't there because they're the one bugs that aren't turning on humans.
Right.
Because they're friends with Ant-Man.
They're friends with Ant-Man.
So they actually thought about it and went to go look for him, and they were like, "Hey, let's check this hole right by the helmet. Hey, look, there he is."
They could have checked any. What if they just, hey, roll credits? They went somewhere else. Like, I'm over here. I'm up here. Fuck, I don't hear nothing. Let's check that way.
Right.
The hole next to the helmet. That's
so
writing.
Once they save him, they go out to where the Scarlet Beetle is wreaking havoc. And they end up spraying normal beetles, all the normal
DDT,
beetles with
something.
honey.
Oh, I thought it was DDT. It was honey.
No, so the beetles get stuck in honey.
Right, they stuck in honey. Right.
I don't know who carried the honey, but it was there.
Right. I thought the bees were on his side. I was like, wait, who carried the honey?
The grasshoppers got sprayed with water. Right. Apparently, they don't like water.
Yep, I guess. Sure.
And then they spray the bees with DDT.
DDT. Okay, so they got hit with DDT. Okay, I was like one who got hit with DDT. Which they used in the last issue. And
so once he got all of the side characters taken care of, he taunts the Scarlet Beetle. Scarlet Beetle gets pissed off and chases him.
Right.
And they end up in a toy store.
And Buzz Lightyear comes to life.
Weird final battle.
But you know, Buzz Lightyear came to life. He came to life. He said, "Ha ha, Star Command, bitch."
Star Command, come in, Star Command.
I got a big ass beetle, and I don't know what the hell that is. Some ant looking creature thing fighting each other. I'm gonna need backup, bro.
So Ant-Man grabs a lance from the toy knight. And punctures the shrinking gas tank.
Oh shit!
So that the beetle, that the beetle is wearing,
right, and shrinking,
causing him to go back to normal size. And then he takes the beetle and shoves him into a balloon, and takes him back to the lab. At the lab, apparently he had some set up, some place where he could go back to being normal.
Right.
And he comes
some setup place.
He comes up with this solvent that turns the Scarlet Beetle back to just a normal beetle.
Yep.
Thought process wise. And then he sets him free in the backyard. And then meanwhile, the cops are pretty much talking shit about Ant-Man never showing up for this battle. Like, really? Really, guys? Really?
He's Ant-Man. You can't catch him. He's a blur.
I gave the story 2 out of 5.
Why? It was just that bad.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't boring.
Yeah, I say 2 out of 5, too.
It was okay.
I give it a 2 out of 5. It was okay.
I mean, again, at least it wasn't a Scooby-Doo ending, but at the same time,
it kind of was. Like, I guess it was like a.
It was, I don't know. Again,
it was
so
off.
So this plays into things that I don't like in horror movies.
Right.
I don't like just bigger monster versions.
Right.
Of,
like, I'm a bigger person.
Like Anaconda. I don't like Anaconda.
Lake Placid.
Eight-legged
freaks.
None of the just giant fucking alligator, monkey, fucking snake movies.
Right.
I'm also not a fan of like intelligent versions of these creatures either.
Like
that are
AIs and shit.
It just bores me. There's no superpower. They're just animals being animals, but smarter versions of themselves. Like, you know. All right, so we go from that to Strange Tales number 105. This is called The Return of the Wizard. This was put out January 1st, 1963, written by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dick
Ayers. Kaboom.
We start with a quick flashback of how the Torch and Sue beat Wizard the last time, if you guys remember, back then. She was there but invisible, and he was pretending to be a magician and carrying the cards to him when really it was her picking them up and carrying them. And it caused the Wizard to kind of go crazy, and he just kind of gave up.
That's it.
That's how that ended.
I like the flashback. I'm like, yeah, I gave up. Like, oh, okay. And now he's back. I guess he didn't give up too far. He didn't give up this issue, I guess. Shit.
So, he is then granted... So, we see the Wizard in jail.
Right. In jail.
He's granted access to help in the hospital where he makes a chemical that can burn through anything. He then makes a hole in his cell. The police run out to find him, and we see he was actually hiding in his cell to walk out the main door, which was actually really smart.
It's savage.
And then he
catches
the train home.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Bye.
He's like, fuck this shit.
I'm out. He said, bye, Felicia. Out. I'm out. Bye.
So at home, the cops show up, but Wizard has a force field up and challenges Torch to a one-on-one. Sue's like, no. And Johnny's like, nah, I'm going.
Right.
And she's like,
nah, I'm going.
And she's like, no. And he's like, all right.
I'm already out the door.
And
I'm already gone.
He's like, all right, I won't go. And then when she walks out the room, he creates a flame version
decoy
of himself just standing there. Unfortunately for him, though, she caught on extremely quickly.
Damn.
She realizes that it's not him, and that's when she calls and asks Reed and Thing for help, and they're pretty much telling her to fuck off. They're
right.
Like,
they said, bitch, I am dealing with my own shit.
He needs to grow up. It's time for him to take care of some of his own issues.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
So for once, Reed, you stood up to the woman you care about. Congratulations. This is also why she won't date you. by the way, because you will not help her brother.
Right. That's probably the worst time to say, hey, you know what? Fuck you, bitch.
Like, he was just like, I thought we were going to date. And now he's just like, you know what? Fuck you, your pussy stink.
As soon as he said, like, nah, we're not dating, like, oh, fuck your brother, then I'm not going to help.
Right.
And Ben's like, I got Alicia. I got thing to do.
Right. I got thing.
I got thing on the thing. I gotta put my thing.
All right. So Torch ends up going to the
by
wizard's.
himself.
Torch goes to the wizard's house. Wizard lets him through.
Oh, yeah.
When Torch walks in, Wizard tries to use a bullet, which just gets melted. He then tries to spring a trap door, which he just hovers over.
Hovers it, yeah.
And then he tries to use nerve gas, but he created himself his own little fire force field to make sure that wouldn't happen.
You know what I'm thinking of this whole entire time? As I'm reading this, I'm like, eventually his power goes... like for the last one, my power. I'm like, ah, shit.
I think it's funny that like everything Wizard was trying to do was failing.
Oh, failing. I thought maybe he was trying to push him to the limit so he won't have to use his power no more. Like, oh, my power disappeared. I can't flame on no more.
But then Wizard realizes that there's someone not showing up on camera in room 34, and he's not dumb like everyone else in this universe.
Not dumb in this.
He knows who it is. Because he's able to put 2 and 2 together. You know, people can't put 2 and 2 together and realize that whenever Donald Blake disappears and Thor shows up, that it might not be it might be the same person.
But remember, man, it's a flash of light, so they're like, I can't see for like 3 seconds.
Or when, you know, Bruce Banner disappears and the Hulk shows up
in the same exact spot.
Or, you know, when the chick is like, oh, Rick Jones, you always see him with Bruce and you always see him with the Hulk.
But she ain't putting 2 together. It's Rick Jones.
He's tying them together. No, you dumb woman.
It's like, Rick Jones knows where the Hulk is, or knows where Banner is. Tell us where they're at. Like, what? I swear, this shit that... At least they did give him some common thought, because all these comics we've been reading, some of them don't have common thought no more, man. It's like, what? And I get it. You want to do it for style over substance. It's like... Damn, at least give him some substance. You ain't give him nothing. Like, yo, I don't know, or the robot. You should come with me to this planet. Okay, what? Like, what's happening? Like, nobody's not questioning nothing anymore. Come with me to this planet, Planet X. Yeah, sure. Fuck yeah, they don't like us anyway. Fuck these people.
All right, so
I'm happy he saw Invisible Woman. Thank you.
He goes in there, he sprays the room with some sort of chemical that forces her to reappear.
Right.
And he traps her in this, what I'm guessing is a pop-up cage that just kind of came out of nowhere.
He had it there this time, bro.
And then he attached a bomb to it, and then Torch shows up, and Wizard's like, yo, if you flame off, I'll let you in. And Torch is like, all right. So he flames off.
That's exactly...
By the way,
like, wait, what?
And Wizard sees him and doesn't make any connection, right?
Oh my God.
He's probably like, oh, where was Torch? Because he's also that stupid. Like, he's smart and he's stupid. Now, he didn't actually do that. But
that would have been funny as shit, though.
He lets Torch in.
All right, cool.
And Wizard's like, haha, I won. If you use your flames, it's going to cause this bell to ring, which is going to cause the bomb to explode. So then Johnny's like,
I don't even like my sister.
He launches a fireball super quick, melts the actual bell ringer off, which was actually pretty smart.
Right. See, that's some smart shit that he was doing. See.
And then they realize that the bomb is also still on the timer, though.
Oh, yeah, no, it's always still going.
And it's going to go off in 10 more seconds because apparently everyone knows exactly how much time has passed.
Right. I may put this... I don't think Stanley to put that in there. He said 10 more seconds. Like, oh, yeah? Really?
He pulls the bomb out, launches it through the roof, and it explodes. Johnny then gives Trace, activates the sprinkler system, which causes the wizard to slip and fall.
That's what stops you.
Wizard aims his gun, but Torch uses and I cannot make this shit up, a fire saw he created out of thin air.
Fire saw.
That apparently works
one of those.
like an actual saw. It doesn't actually set things on fire.
Fire, but it works like
it does cut really well, though.
You see the little effect that they did? It works.
He drops a piece of ceiling.
I thought maybe the whole house was going, or the whole whatever they were at was going to catch on fire. I was ready for it. I said, well, roll credits. He burned up everybody and Sue.
He drops the ceiling on the wizard's heads. They drop the force field and let the cops in to arrest the wizard.
See,
Torch and Sue go home.
See, everybody's losing because last week everybody was getting away, and I'm like, this time,
so
they're getting dealt with now.
Here's my number one pro. Torch actually pretty much whooped Wizard's ass in every way, shape, and form.
Oh yeah, with the bullets hovering and all that.
Here's my problem though. It's the Wizard, and nobody cares.
Yeah, because I hope we don't. I had to ask. We're not gonna see him no more.
Yeah, we will.
Fuck. All right.
I gave it a 2 out of 5.
What? I give it a 3. I actually found it entertaining. But it's just, I get it. You know, because compared to last week, I gave that like a 1 or a 2. I think I may give it a 1. This one,
yeah, I gave it a 1 last week.
I gave it like a 3 out of 5 because you know it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like I need to put my identity on hold. Holy shit! Oh my god! I'm like, bro, you've been in this comic issue about like 10 times now, bro. I think they know who you on a movie right now. I think they know who the fuck you are right now, bro. Like, you're impressing girls. Flip, bang. Oh, that's Spider-Man. Damn it! Flame.
Flame on.
Flame on. Flame off. All right. So yeah, 3 out of 5. So it was okay. Now next week when we reach, if they go Stranger Tales again, we're gonna be like, fuck, 1 out of 5. Right. It'll come back. Don't worry. So yeah.
So then,
Fantastic Four.
Next up, we got Journey into Mystery.
No, Journey into Mystery. I thought
number 89.
Right.
This is the Thunder God and Thug Thatcher.
Oh,
Thunder God and the Thug.
This is about to be all bad. This is about to be all bad, dude.
Did I save that as a website? Hold on.
Oh man. And I thought it just said Thug, so it said Thug Thatcher. I thought in the red title this just said like Thunder God and a Thug. I said, what? Is this like is he gonna be pairing up with a Thug? Like, oh, this is about to be really a good comic issue. Oh man. Wait, what are you trying to do? Trying to see if it's saved?
No, I'm trying to get to the I am logged in, aren't I? I should be, yeah. Okay. I was making sure I saved the website that we were using.
Oh, snap. For our comics? Oh my god, could you imagine, bro? Like
I'd have found it again. It's not that hard.
Right.
I just was making sure. All right.
Your cat is like laid lifeless down here.
Yeah, she's nuts. All right, so this was put out February 1st, 1963, written by Stan Lee and Larry Lieber, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dick Ayers.
The one and only.
We start off with Thor sneaking back into his office and turning into Donald Blake, and then we proceed to get the Thor origin story.
Was that at night? Was that at night when he snuck in?
No, it was daytime.
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, mommy, look! I don't see nothing.
And then they do the stupid whole like Don, origin, like Don and Jane love each other, but neither one of them are brave enough to tell the other one.
Isn't Jane in love with Thor? What the fuck? What type of mindset is that? She's like, I want to be with Thor.
And neither one of them knows that the other cares. And since Jane doesn't think Don likes her, she thinks about Thor all day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Every day.
We then move on to Thug Thatcher being arrested and taken off in a police car, but then his goons corner off the police car and a shootout ensues.
Oh, God.
Thatcher gets shot, so the goons run into the nearest building, which actually just so happens to be the same building that Dr. Donald Blake is supposed to be in.
This is when you knew he fucked up.
They go up, they kidnap Jane and tell Don to come with them.
Right.
Well, at least I thought they kidnapped Jane. They didn't actually kidnap Jane, they just tied her up.
Right. Because he got to get his wound treated. So it's like, well, let's kidnap Jane. She's the only one that's working. Nobody else in the office. Fuck it.
So
just step 2.
they reach the hideout where Ruby and Thug are. Ruby being Thug's girlfriend.
Yeah, Ruby. I forgot she was in this. Yeah, Ruby.
And Thug is in pain. Dr. Blake helps him, basically saying, I'm doing this because you're a human being.
Well, you're a human being. But...
otherwise, I would not care.
Ain't he a doctor, too? He just like... I feel like Don Blake has no soul, like, with half of these people.
Right. So he helps him.
Yeah.
And then the Thug's like, all right, guys, take care of him.
Yeah.
And at that point, Don mentally calls out for Odin's help. Odin sends a shockwave to knock the cane from one of the Thug's hands. Somebody was holding it. Don dives, grabs the cane, smashes it on the ground, spark of light, turns into Thor.
Remember, blind. They can't see who turned to what.
And then he created this lame-ass story that he's like, yeah, I threw Don to safety, and now I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yeah, because they said, where'd Don go? I just threw him. Like, oh.
Yeah, but
nobody ain't putting 2 + 2 together. Never mind.
The idiots believed him, though.
Right. Oh, well, we got to fight him.
So Thor then proceeds to pretty much wreck everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Thug and Ruby escape during all of this, and Thug goes back to Jane, basically. He goes back to where Jane's being held. Thor arrives after everyone else has been apprehended, and Thor arrives, and Thug Thatcher tells Thor that he will kill Jane if Thor doesn't drop the hammer.
Man, you want me to... That's what he said. You want to put the hammer down?
Thor agrees. He drops the hammer.
Man.
But then he throws his voice
right
like a fucking ventriloquist. And to sound like the police are outside. This actually distracts Thug long enough for Thor to kick the hammer into Thug's hand and then knocks the gun free, and the hammer comes back to him. Thor then tornadoes Jane out of the window.
Hey, you find that kind of funny?
I did too.
I thought his ass. Oh my!
I was like, this bitch has gotten me in more trouble today than I ever needed.
I would have said roll credits to that bitch. She went whoop. I was like, what the fuck am I reading, bro? I was like, wait. Because I said every time I always say every time we do these calls, I'm going to text. I really was about to text you this picture of her that way. Like, bro, what?
Gone.
Like, bro, she died, bro. And she got a head splattered. Can you imagine? Oh, Odin's beard.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I'm going back to Asgard. Fuck you guys.
Well, I'm sorry, because with a tornado, I just fling her out the window.
So,
what type of saving is that? Not even like a hard landing.
Right. So Thor dives out, catches her.
I hope so. Shit.
They land on a rooftop.
Could you imagine, bro?
Thor then returns, and Thug and Ruby are off running.
Oh Lord.
The Thug leaves Ruby to go upside this work elevator at a construction site, and Ruby's like, "Please turn yourself in." And he's like, "Fuck off!" And he starts shooting at her.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
No, that's fair.
This dude is gangster.
Right?
Literally.
Hey, yeah, he said, "Fuck off, bitch!" Bang, bang. 2 shots in the stomach. I'm leaving. Bye.
Thor shields her from the bullets.
Of course.
And then Thor starts using lightning to melt like the elevator cords and some of the girders.
Bro, there could be somebody still in the elevator.
So Thug runs down one of the girders and grabs a bucket of extremely hot metal rivets. And he's like, "Hey, I will throw this on the entire crowd if you attempt to capture me." At which point, Thor was like, "Nah, I won't capture you. Don't worry about it." And he was like, "Really?" And then the girder breaks.
Yeah, the girder breaks because he was.
The Thug starts to fall.
Yeah.
Thor saves him, hands him over to the police.
Right.
Thor then asks Odin to erase Ruby's memory of Thug, and Odin does.
Yeah.
And then Thor exits stage left.
Meanwhile, Jane is still on the rooftop.
Wondering how the fuck to get down. She needs down. She's been up there for 30 years. 50,
I'm like,
50 years.
I'm like, she just left her there. I'm like, I like how it is just like that. Like he leaves. I'm like, Jane.
Go save your girl.
Girl, Jane. She's just sitting there like, he'll come back for me.
I did give that issue a 3 out of 5.
I give it a 3.
It was fun. It was weird. It was a weird thing to actually watch Thor fight somebody that doesn't have any kind of superpowers whatsoever. Right. It was just a thug that thought he was smart. He really wasn't.
No.
But he thought he was.
No.
I don't know. It's kind of like watching Batman, because like Batman also has some regular basic human level enemies.
Right. Yeah, he does. Yeah. It's like some thuggy.
The difference between Thor and Batman, though, is Thor can actually control lightning, and Batman can barely control his mouth. So...
That's true.
I say that, but Batman's my second favorite superhero behind Spider-Man.
Right, but he'll do this a lot, and then there you go. That's how a fight breaks out.
It's a fun time. All right, next up.
And he does he'll save Catwoman compared to Skin Jane. Jane will be up in there. Hello, Echo. Like, you hear something? It must be a fly.
Right.
Avati. Bye.
So, Fantastic Four number 11.
Yay.
A story. It's called A Visit with the Fantastic Four. This was put out February 10th, 1963. Written by Stan Lee, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dick.
Let's go.
Yawn when I'm getting ready to say Dick.
You ain't gonna say close that mouth or nothing, huh? It's like, nope.
All right, so we start with daily life in public. Reed wants to get the new Fantastic Four issue. Kids are playing in the street pretending to be the Fantastic Four. The real Fantastic Four go up and give the kids pointers, and still nobody recognizes Johnny because I don't know what continuity is going on here anymore.
Yo, yeah, I noticed that. They didn't seem to know who Johnny was. I'm like, Stan Lee.
They didn't even realize they were the actual Fantastic Four. They were like, "Hey, look, those people could do cool things just like the yeah, cool, you know, hey,
What? I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on right now. I'm really see, that's what drops the score down for me, because it's like, y'all been doing this for what? They like years now, and it's like, who are these guys? I will throw you into an abyss.
Who are you?
That's when they should have said, hey, Ben, can you throw one of them like three blocks down, like literally 3 blocks down, and let them know who you are? Because obviously they're not paying attention. Nobody's paying attention.
Right.
But you, in the next issue in Richard Roy, you want to give them autographs and pictures with their asses and shit. But okay, whatever. Guess they're kids, so.
The real Fantastic Four go up, give the kids pointers on how to be the Fantastic Four. After they're done, they leave. They arrive home where they get a big sack of fan mail. This is where we meet the mail guy.
Plumpkin. Or Lumpkin. It's Plumpkin. Lumpkin.
Lumpkin.
And he said he wants to join.
Yeah, he's like, I want to join. They're like, nah.
Nah, because you got to be smart.
You're old.
You're old. And he is old. He is old. Poor
you
bastard.
have no special powers.
He's the mailman. That's the best special power you need, bro.
So they're sitting
Jeb
around.
Can do it.
They're sitting around reading the mail. Johnny gets hit on by a lady in Fresno through a letter. The Thing just gets hit in the face with a joke boxing glove and a box gag, which is fantastic, by the way. He opens it, fucking boxing glove pops out, hits him in the fucking face, and he gets all mad and throws it down, smashes it.
He smashes everything. Except Alicia.
After being mad, Reed gives him a new version of the formula to turn him back into
like issue 3 or 4, or yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a new version though.
Oh, it's a new version too.
Hopefully, it will last a longer period of time. And then Johnny is like, "Hey, I gotta bounce. I want to go work on my car."
Stranger Tales 107.
Yeah, he's gotta go make the next Stranger Tales. But really, he just wants to go work on his car, which is gonna lead into the next Stranger Tales. Probably.
Right, that's gonna.
It's probably gonna be Car Man.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Pippi Longstocking Car Man out this bitch. That's gonna he gonna beat his ass with a car. He is so fast to me, I can't catch up. He's gone.
So then Reed remembers back on how him and Ben met in college. We get a reminiscing thing, by the way.
Yeah, they talk about how they were military boys and football persons and all that. Yeah,
right. Reed was in college for being smart. Ben was there for football.
I mean, that's cool, I guess. I was All-American.
They became friends fast. We then found out that both of them were Marines in Okinawa and Guadalcanal. Reed then mentions how he was eager to get back and see Sue, but Sue's like, I don't want to talk about this.
Sue's like, you know I'm in love with Namor, man.
And then we get the superpower origin story.
Yep, we get the origin story again for the 4th time. What's the 4th
billionth time?
Right, billionth time that they hit the spaceship and it by rays and all that dumb shit.
Sue is then depressed because she's been getting "you sucking" or "a worthless teammate" letters from a lot of people.
Literally.
And Reed's like, no, she has helped. She helped with the Skrulls. She helped when Doom had us trapped. She freed us. And then Ben gets mad and turns back into the Thing.
And he disappeared. And they go with Reed's situation. He should have got "you suck" letters too. But everybody should have got either Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm should have had like a "you suck" letter on his car. He'd be like, he goes to his car with his windshield. "You suck. I suck. I got my own standalone comic book series that sucks."
Right.
Everybody should have got "you suck" letters.
So we then find out, or no. So then all of a sudden a warning goes off, and the three of them go to inspect one of the spaceship they brought home from Planet X when they escaped Planet X.
Jesus Christ.
And when they get inside, Johnny's there with a birthday cake for Sue, wishing her a happy birthday. She's all excited. She's like, I didn't think you would remember. And he's like, you're my fucking sister. Of course I remember.
That's what you should have said. You're my...
Thing then looks out the window, sees Mr. Lumpkin coming with another big sack of mail.
He's like, hey, can I still join? Nah, bitch, you don't got powers.
He's like, damn it. And then that's how that story ends.
That's how it is, like, just like that.
I gave the story a 2 out of 5.
I gave it a 1 because this is stupid. No, it's
I was actually enjoying the story until the birthday fucking thing.
To the birthday thing. He said...
I was like, this was cool. You're learning about the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that there were military people in college, and then it's like, this was like the Stranger Tales. This was like Strange Tales Part 5. This was like the part to the. This was what was going on after the Puppet Man, and this is like the sequel to that. It's like a birthday party. Like, can you do something else with your powers?
Right. All right.
And this next one's gonna be so stupid too.
No, I actually I love the next one.
It's gonna be interesting, but it's all right. Like what?
So B's story actually makes this whole double thing worth it.
Right.
This is called The Impossible Man. This was put out same time, February 10th, 1963. Written by Stan Lee, penciled by Jack Kirby, inked by Dick
Ayers. I didn't yawn this time. I kept my mouth quiet.
We begin with the Impossible Man landing on Earth in a hobo camp.
Yep.
And he's like, hey, let me have some of your food. And they're like, hey, you need money to get food. And he's like, where do I get money? And they're like, hey, yo, go rob a bank. They didn't say rob a bank. They said go get some money from the bank. Same difference.
That's what they should have done. That would have made more sense. First of all, nobody questioned this man's a goddamn alien. They just like, hey.
Well,
nobody didn't question it.
And what makes it worse? So they then.
Oh, it gets worse.
He then goes into the bank, walks into the vault, grabs some cash, walks the fuck out.
Bro, first of all, who? Nobody there watched.
The police try and stop him. He morphs into this like steel being.
Yep.
And the bullets just bounce off of him. And so they call the Fantastic Four, like, Fantastic Four, we need your help. And they're like, we're on our way.
Right. No, they should be, nah, bitch, you handle it. I gotta do Stranger Tales 5,000.
So the Fantastic Four arrive at a restaurant where the Impossible Man is eating, and Impossible Man is like, yo, I'm from the planet Pop-Up. And we have to morph our bodies into things all the time for protection. And then Reed's like, yo, robbing a bank is illegal.
No, it's not. And then, not in his world, it's not.
And then the Impossible Man's like, but the cops didn't try and stop me. All you Earthlings are so friendly.
This was so good because they did try to stop you. They just some bitches. They like, hey, these guns don't work. I'm going to keep shooting. Bro, he's steel. Do you not see he done morphed into some steel shit?
Right.
Pay attention, mother.
So,
first of all, when he walked there, this is mine now. Like, he just walked in there and took... That's a G. Hey, that be Thug Thatcher. He went there. This is mine. Like, what?
Mine. So, Thing then gets fed up with him. He tries
because I'm like, what the fuck?
He tries to punch him at this point, but he morphs into these thorns. And
thorns,
of course,
right.
Thing's biggest weakness is thorns, apparently.
Super critical. He can't work anymore. He turns back to Big Rim.
Johnny then tries to fly into him. However, he turns into a bag of water and drown and basically kills Human Torch's power.
I thought he killed Human Torch. I was like, bro, roll credits there. He's dead, bro.
Mr. Fantastic tries to wrap him up, and then he morphs into this weird projectile and takes off and starts zooming around the room.
Like a child.
Impossible Man's like, yo, dude, I came here for a vacation, but the people on this planet are rude. Like, I thought y'all were nice. Nah, y'all are a bunch of cocksuckers. And Sue's like,
so I'm gonna take over your world.
And Sue's like, what's your name? And he's like, the people on my planet don't have names. We just are. And then he, like, snobbily turns his head up and starts walking away.
Start walking away.
Really, child? That was my response to...
Oh, I thought you said...
No, she's watching a movie in there. That's what you heard.
I thought
no.
But yeah, like, he was more like a child. Yeah, because the first thing he did was literally legit rob a bank.
Right.
And then he's like, really? I swear, man, Impossible would have been... See, I would pick a one-off... Because you know what? These villains should be one-offs. Like, you should be able to beat them. Like we saw everybody beat them up until we get to here. Then it's like, can you not beat the Impossible Man? I mean, fuck, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
To be fair, they can't hurt him.
Yeah, he can't be touched.
He just turns into whatever the fuck he wants to turn into.
He's like, water. Bye, bitch. Nope. Try again.
So then they try to all take him at once. He turns into this giant weird buzzsaw blade and escapes.
I thought he was going to cut them all in half. I was ready for that
fantastic.
Say it again. Fantastic.
He realizes humans can't morph like them, so he realizes he's the most powerful person on this planet.
Oh, man. They should have just ended the Marvel Comics series right there and made Impossible Man series.
So the first thing he does is steal a taxi.
Yeah. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna catch me. Beep, beep. I'm Paul Walker.
And drives away very recklessly.
Yeah, Paul Walker.
The Fantastic Four catch up. They get him to get out of the car. When the Thing tries to pick him up, Impossible Man has decided to make himself extremely heavy.
Yep.
The National Guard then shows up, and they're like, hey... we are here to do our jobs, and the Fantastic Four are like, yo, we can't even do our jobs. You're not going to do any fucking better.
We can't do our own job. We need to get the Hulk. Then Ant-Man, get them all. We need to call everybody.
So then Impossible Man turns into a bomb.
Yep.
And the National Guard at that point is like, all right, it's all yours. We're out.
Right, what? That's a bomb. Hey, what? Dynamite, TNT, more dynamite bombs? Man, fuck that, bro.
They run. Reed grabs him, throws him into the air. He explodes, but then like turns into flower petals when he explodes, which come back together, and he becomes this weird thing that has wings and can fly. It's him, but with wings that can fly. He already looks weird. He's got this like really
he's
long
like a pin.
fucking head.
He's like a pinhead. Yeah. Like a diamond head. Yeah.
And then Johnny does the smartest thing I've seen him do,
and he's just this whole comic book series. Cool.
Yeah. He flies up, spins in circles to hypnotize, like the hypnotizing circles that you always see. which causes dude to pass out mid-sky. He falls to the ground. Or at least we thought he passed out, because when the Fantastic Four go over to check on him, he wakes up and he's like, yo, it's so thankful to have friends like you. You guys really do care about me. Really?
They're trying to beat the fuck out of you, sir. That's when they should have just should have gave him a 2-piece combo right there.
So then Reed comes up with this fantastic idea. He's like, fantastic. You know what? Everyone just needs to ignore him. He's basically a child. He's looking for attention.
So if he robs
whatever he does, ignore him, and they get the news out to everyone, and that's what they do. So you see him take over. Yeah, you see him take over this TV station. Everyone just ignores him. They just sit there and talk. He crashes his helicopter right by some cops, and the cops are just sitting there talking. He tries to interfere in a boxing match, and the boxers are just sitting there talking. And finally, he's like, you know what? I'm leaving. I'm bored. You guys are boring. Humans are boring.
Yeah.
I'm fucking leaving. I'm out. Deuces.
Fine.
3 out of 5.
Fine. 3 out of 5. Fuck. He should have won. I mean, he did win, but he said he just got bored.
He left.
He left. Go like, how did you get the whole world? So you told the whole world, hey, ignore this person. Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, of all the comics, who can guess what my MVP is going to be?
It's not going to be the one-off, so I don't care.
My MVP was actually going to be Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Originally.
But
you already have Dr. Doom as one up there, and I didn't want 2 pictures of Dr. Doom. So I actually am choosing the Impossible Man.
Yeah.
The Impossible Man.
Thank you.
Because the Fantastic Four couldn't do shit to stop him.
Once again, it's always people who can't do shit to stop them.
And here's the thing, he's not a one-off villain. He comes back.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's cool. That's what's up.
Or maybe they go to Planet Pop-Up. I don't know. I do know he comes back later.
But I'm saying, I always pick the people as my MVP because they always give these heroes a run for their money. And they're supposed to be like heroes are supposed to be like to fight them, beat their ass, go home, boom, done. But it's like, bro, what?
The only problem, though, and it's the one thing you and I tend to disagree on.
Yeah.
For me, the MVP is the most valuable player. In order to be the most valuable player, you need to win. So even if you beat the good guy's ass for a while, if you lose, you're not the MVP.
It don't matter.
Yeah, see? It does to me.
It don't matter. The fact that you made these people go off to another planet, you won already. It just was this bad writing. You could have made it where they stayed on the planet and died on planet X.
Bad writing, whatever you want to call it. I
guess
it's a story that's written. The story could just not exist completely. It's fake.
That's so true. Just like the PPP. Okay. Well, that's how I said it. PPP is the only really one-off villain that actually won. If you want to be real technical, because he's like, you got one trick.
Like, I'm out, bitch.
Bye, bitch. And then he gets by Thor's hammer.
We'll see him back too.
Oh, I know he's coming back. PPP, obviously, he better come back. Villain. But yeah, Impossible Man, like, the first thing he did was rob a bank, and he said, ha ha.
Well, what's funny, though, is here's another reason I like the Impossible Man. He honestly wasn't even trying to be malicious.
No. This dude said he was on vacation.
He was just trying to have some fun.
He said vacation, and then he said ignore him.
Because aliens just want to have fun.
Not if Jeb was there. If Jeb was there, he would have beat the shit out of him.
Jeb would have hit him with a gun.
And he'd be like, ow, I'm leaving. Just like, ow, like, fuck, I'm leaving. He hit me.
But yeah, so Impossible Man is going to be my MVP. Now.
Nice.
To prep you guys, I'm actually super excited for this week.
Now, this week's ones are going to be great.
And interesting. Great and interesting. All right. So we're going to be reading Tales to Astonish number 40, which is called The Day That Ant-Man Failed.
That sounds going to be fun.
We are then going to read 2 back-to-back Strange Tales stories. Great. One is Strange Tales 106.
Human Torch meets Woohoo.
And it's called The Threat of the Torrid Twosome.
Oh.
And then Strange Tales 107 is called The Master of Flame versus the Monarch of the Sea. So we're going to get to see Johnny Storm and Namor go at it. That one actually might be pretty good.
Okay.
Depending on what they're fighting over.
If it's over soon, I'm going to be done.
And then we get our first real crossover event.
Now, that one might be probably the best one of all them comics we're reading right now.
And it's going to be Fantastic Four number 12.
Versus the Hulk.
Where they run across the Incredible Hulk. I'm excited for that one.
That one is going to be... I think this is the first time we ever... Yeah, this is the first time we ever see a crossover.
It's the first real crossover.
First real crossover in a comic book. Because we haven't seen Hulk since was like last week. Hulk was like doing something. Like I think he was just hiding out in the cave, like he always does. So this will be the first time we actually get to see him come back in a while.
And then then we're going to read Journey into Mystery number 90. It's called Trapped by the Carbon Copy Man.
It's always a something man.
So it's going to be Thor versus some no name.
Right. No name.
And then we're going to be doing Incredible Hulk number 6, which is called the Metal Master,
right,
which is going to be the Hulk versus another no name.
Right.
So it's an exciting week, and then next week we get the Iron Man origin story, as well as Spider-Man. So things are moving along, guys. We've got a few more. I can't wait to get out of all the strange tales and weird tales. And
right. So
I want people to have their own comics.
Like Hulk 1, Hulk 2, and all that crap. Or like Thor 1, Thor 2.
Like we're getting ready to introduce Spider-Man. We're actually really close to the X-Men coming in.
Right.
We're about 2-3 weeks away from that.
But they're not going to be like X-Men 1 and 2. They're going to be like...
They're the original X-Men.
You know what I mean? So they're actually going to have like one, like X-Men issue 1. Okay, I thought maybe they're going to be shoehorning like Journey into Mystery.
No.
Okay.
They come straight in on their own comic.
So they're the first. Well, no, they'll be the third issue that actually have like their own comic title to their name. Okay.
But like I said, we got to get through a few things first. We probably got about 4 or 5 weeks before that happens.
Oh no, yeah.
Because they're not even on this page. Damn, how far down were they? I for sure thought. I guess it's just on page 3 is when the X-Men come in. Anyways, it'll be a few weeks, about 4 or 5 weeks.
Right.
But I'm excited because, like I said, that Hulk versus Thing. This is because they're always going at each other.
Yeah.
In shows and comics, and it will finally actually get to see how it starts.
Right.
I mean, we know how it's going to start.
Right.
Hulk's like, I'm the strongest in the world. Ben's like, no, I'm the strongest in the world.
And then here come what's the new what's that dude's name that he controls? I forgot his name.
The difference though is, see, what this is a dick measuring contest.
Right.
And here's the problem: the Thing turned into all rock. I can guarantee you,
Hulk should beat the shit out of him. Actually,
the Hulk's penis is irradiated and now smaller. It's like
so you say he just
like
gets
steroids.
He's just like penis shrunk.
The steroids of the penis.
I can't win. Where's the dude that controlled me? He gonna come in there too, like
Rick Jones is like, my dick's bigger than yours, Hulk.
Right,
Rick.
Rick. Now fight the motherfucker. Like, all right, I'm controlled now by Rick Jones again. Bro, why should this be like a prequel from Incredible Hulk 5 or something? Like, this is like this is how they were fall during their passing time or some bullshit. Like, right. This was their passing time before we get to Incredible Hulk 6.
I am excited for this week though. So.
I am.
Mainly
we get Incredible Hulk 6 and we get this fight.
Like I said, the Human Torch versus Namor should be good.
Yeah, Namor should be good.
The Fantastic Four Incredible Hulk issue should be good.
Right.
And honestly, those are probably going to be the only 2 of the 6 that are good. But we'll hope for the best.
Right, because the rest of them are like Carbon Man, Carbon Copy Man, the Man. That's it. So, all right then. Right. Good job. It was good.
It was a fun one. It's kind of a boring week, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this was actually...
These were not very great issues.
No. We were just trying to get past... It's like we're trying to get past like to get to this week's one.
Sometimes you get into filler weeks where you're just kind of like coasting through trying to get to the next one, and this was one of them. So, we're here, though. But yeah. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. If you guys liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe and share. Get the name out. We've literally been at 62 subs for over a month. So...
Come on, you love us.
Send out some love. Get some more people in here.
Tell your friends about us. We're not bad people.
We love bad people. It doesn't matter how we are as people. We got to be entertaining. Yeah, who you are as a person doesn't matter in the world. You have to be entertaining, Ralph. Come on.
This is why I love working with him. He's like, yo, you could be a complete asshole, but if you're entertaining, you'll be an awesome asshole.
Right. But nah, if you enjoy what we do, share it around. Get some more people in here. We'd love to.
Come on.
We love superheroes. Awesome. That's what we're here for.
We're superhero people. We're nerds.
Right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we love you all. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next week. Excelsior.
Boom.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Foot.